keep up with the Unknown Cat channel on a regular basis, you might have noticed over the last couple months a little change in my approach to things, and the reason for that is because I've been a little panicked, and I've come to terms with that. And the reason for it is that, well, the shit has hit the fan at our house. I don't generally do prepper videos or that kind of thing because there's a ton of that information out there, and you know, I just show what I show and do what I do, you know. But if you've seen very many of my videos, you realize that our house is pretty well capable of sustaining itself, and you know, there's obviously something going on there, right? Well, fact of the matter is, me personally, I've known there's something wrong for about half my life, about 25 years. That's how I wound up in this old neighborhood on this piece of property and live the way I do. And anyway, since we're experiencing, well, economic collapse, to be honest with you, I thought that rather than just pretending like it's not happening and going on with what I do and scrambling to try to, you know, accommodate Google and whatever to keep the channel going, I'm just going to be honest with you about what we've got going on here. And show you the plan that we've implemented. You know, that's finally why I'm at peace with it, is it's like, oh yeah, we have a plan, all we have to do is implement it. And so, you know, you can look out and see there's no zombies out there. I'm actually drinking coffee and eating cookies, and this is what shit hit the fan looks like if you do it right. I know TV has liked to, you know, their prepper programs and whatever, they've tried to divide up people who prep into these different groups who believe these different things like religion or something. But to me, the bare facts are that the currency is in failure, not only in the U.S., but the Western Hemisphere, if not the entire world. The fiat system is, you know, you either know or you don't know. People who don't understand this are more likely to be counting on what somebody tells them, that everything's going to be okay, rather than reading and doing their own homework. And that's what we've hedged against, because if you can hedge against an economic failure, then you're going to be fine. Anything else is pretty much preparing for combat, and good luck with that on your own. If massive swarms of anybody comes to your house, you're done. I don't care who you are. You can maybe have a good time and give them a bad day, but you're not going to make that. So there's no real point in preparing for all that. We began as preppers, and it evolved until we became actually homesteaders. And I'd like to talk more about that philosophy, but obviously a large-scale collapse is not what has put us on the skids. It was a personal issue. My wife was in an accident. She was our main source of fiat income, and it changed things several months back. But here it is several months later with limited to no income. I'm still smoking cigarettes and eating cookies. So I'd kind of like to give you a breakdown of what we've done and the thinking behind it, just to share this knowledge with you. So let's talk briefly about my location. The decision to come here was more financial at the time than tactical, but tactically it's fine. I am downtown in a major city in the Midwest. It's not a violent kind of city like, you know, pick one, you know, there's a bunch of them. This ain't Chicago, all right? I'm in the Midwest. Granted, people will steal anything that's not nailed down. There is some violent crime, but you know, it doesn't impact me. I got fences. We live in a little fort here. Point is, I'm downtown, and the benefit of that is that I already live security. You have to, in this meltdown scenario, now granted, I do not have any belief that there is a zombie apocalypse type situation where you know, you wake up one morning and, you know, Mel Gibson's like shooting up zombies in your street, whatever. That doesn't happen that way. I've actually watched the economy fail in this area several times. I know how it goes. People just become desperate, do desperate things. Depending on what area you are in, the level of desperation that people are used to is going to impact that. If you happen to live in St. Louis, for example, well, I don't know how things could get any worse than living in St. Louis, to be honest. But my point is, I already live like a soldier. I live security, I live situational awareness. I've been doing it for 20 years, 20 plus. And that is what people are going to have to learn who think that something bad is going to happen. Not that there's going to be zombies everywhere, everything. You just have to become situationally aware. You have to learn to think and live that way. But I always know what's going on here. And I have basic perimeter protection in place. I have fence, dogs, and that stuff's not going to stop anybody. But all it does is it buys me time to respond and lets me know that something is up. That's the thinking behind that. And the benefit of being downtown is that I already live that situational awareness that people who live in a nice cul-de-sac somewhere, they don't live that way. You know, they've got glass in their doors because it's pretty. I've got steel doors with steel jambs. These are boxes of dried storage food that I brought out of deep storage. I've brought them out here to the carport to stage them and sort them and clean them. This is just a step in our little plan here. It's important to have a little bit of storage food, but as any prepper can sort out pretty quick, you run out of space for this sort of thing, and that's the benefit of being a homesteader over a prepper. If you're, you know, able to have the space to pull that off, is that you actually produce food rather than just stockpile it. And I'm grateful to have a little stockpile of food, though. I'll tell you that right now. We're okay. Life is good, but it is due to our preps. We've put ourselves in a position where we do not require a lot of money to meet our monthly obligations. And anyway, in some upcoming videos I would like to talk some more about the difference between being a prepper and a homesteader, and talk about how we are meeting our financial obligations during this time. So we're getting it all sorted out here, and life is just fine. Let me know if you've got any questions, comments, whatever. I'd like to hear from you, and just let me know your thoughts. I'm glad to share with you.